it's no secret that Dark Horse is performing really well for us on paid social. My next question is, what more of my marketing channels can I give to Dark Horse? That really feels like an extension of our marketing team. I'm really happy that you guys are focusing on my business rather than winning awards. My name's Holly Murphy and I'm the head of marketing at MaxiNutrition. MaxiNutrition is an active sports nutrition brand. We offer protein products to catering to sports enthusiasts, from beginners to sports enthusiasts and elite athletes. We've been going for 25 years, so we have a really strong heritage of a brand. In our particular instance, we really wanted to hit a ROAS target, and we wanted to double our ROAS within a certain amount of months. I think where Dark Horse was really good for us was that they, in the pitch process, really held themselves to account and offered us quite tangible, quantified targets that they felt that they could achieve within the first 3 months of working with us. And not only did they achieve that, they did that within the first month. I think another interesting thing is that Dark Horse also allowed us to go out and find affinity audiences that we as a brand weren't even aware would be interested in our product. We've seen some great returns on some interest-based audiences that we never would have known about if it wasn't for Dark Horse testing that audience base for us. I think one of the things that I was really impressed with from the Dark Horse pitch process was how thorough their analysis was on how our account was currently being run, and even providing me with insights that I hadn't noticed before from the way that our ads were being purchased. I think that kind of went above and beyond versus what the other agencies had done for us in the pitch process, coupled with the fact that they were also very keen to give us some actionable KPIs that they would work to. I think that whole pitch deck was really concise. It was very clear. It made it very easy for us to go to the business to say, this is why we want to choose Dark Horse. This is the budget that we'd like to have signed off within the marketing budget. And that made that whole process easy for us. The 3 words I'd use to describe Dark Horse are proactive, personable, and thorough. As we're part of a really small team at MaxiNutrition, having a really personable team at Dark Horse that you can just pick up the phone to, ask any questions, that really feels like an extension of our marketing team. And that's exactly what you want when they're a small team. I find the monthly reports and analysis that we get to be really thorough. I look forward to those calls. I always walk away with a lot of insight, a lot of action points that we can be working on for the following month. Every month, my job is to basically present all of the results from every aspect of my job in a really succinct way to the rest of the senior leadership team. And often I can use Dark Horse's report directly from the data that they've given to me. That in turn makes my job a lot easier. It allows me to convey results and what we need to do for the month ahead to the team. Often it's a simple case of taking the content that I'm given from a monthly report and then being able to share that with the wider team. That's not always the case for a lot of other agencies that I work with. One thing that a lot of agencies do is that they'll just try and be really wishy-washy with what even their business does. And I really liked the fact that Dark Horse were very clear on what they do offer and don't offer. So, it's no secret that Dark Horse is performing really well for us on paid social. My next question is, what more of my marketing channels can I give to Dark Horse? And I really actually like the fact that you push back to say, these are the areas that we focus on, and that's what makes them a specialist. I really liked that. Whereas with some other agencies, they'll say yes to any brief that you want to give them as long as that represents revenue for them. From a marketing perspective, I would love to find a full service agency that does everything, but my experience has led me to believe that actually it pays to go to the experts. And if that unfortunately means having more agencies on your roster, that's what it takes to get that level of expertise. It would be really easy for us to go to a one-stop shop. I've done and worked in that way in the past and it didn't pay for us, so I think this way is the better one. I think one of the additional benefits that Dark Horse have brought to the table is identifying that our creative could actually be improved. And whilst that isn't necessarily Dark Horse's remit, I was really impressed with how the agency went above and beyond to find us a partner and make recommendations about who we could potentially partner with to improve our creative. And we all know that creative and media buying go hand in hand. So I found that to be really beneficial for us. I would thoroughly recommend Dark Horse across paid social as well as PPC. I think they're really easy to work with, a very personable team, and just delivering results for us, which is exactly what we wanted.